Hi, everybody. I first want to say thank you so much for being here with me today. My name is Natasha Wibowo, and I am very excited to present my senior collection entitled Ivory. So, just to outline a little bit about the presentation, we'll first be going behind the brand, learning a little bit more about me and as a designer, and we'll be going into the research and inspiration behind the collection, as well as the final looks. So, going behind the brand, a little bit about me. So, for my 4 years here at Iowa State, I have kind of struggled trying to figure out who I am as a designer, what my aesthetic is, but I have found out that as a designer, my purpose is to create pieces that exude confidence. So, my brand TASH, which was created in 2019, combines classic silhouettes, cool attitudes, as well as a dash of edge. So the young women in this market will find that sweet balance of finding those pieces that are effortlessly put together while maintaining that important value of comfort, while also, of course, looking put together and feeling your best. So fast forward to now. I do have a background as a bridal stylist for the past 2 years. I've lived in Los Angeles for an internship. I would have been in New York as well had COVID not hit, but I'm still maintaining that overall busy lifestyle, and I was inspired by each of these elements that have shaped me into the designer I am today. So, Ivory by Tosh is going to be an exclusive collection that combines the details and extravagance of the bridal industry, as well as that edge coming from the LA and New York streetwear into one cohesive line. So, my goal, as always, is to make women feel empowered through clothing, and I wish nothing less with this collection. So diving into Ivory specifically, this is going to be a feminine streetwear line that really is highly inspired by the bridal industry. It's going to be a more sleek, upscale, everyday look for a woman who goes just above and beyond with her style. Going into the research behind this collection, I was able to survey 32 women living in urban areas, primarily on the East Coast. Their ages ranged from 21 to 28, and a overarching similarity between all of them is that they do something creative, whether it's with the apparel industry, and if not in the apparel industry, something still in that creative bubble, something with social media or advertising, to just name a few. Outside of work, they do enjoy traveling, cooking, photography, just anything that involves going out, seeing the world, experiencing new experiences, and just kind of learning more about life. Her personality is very trendy, chic, glamorous, edgy, just everything that kind of embodies that girl boss mentality, which really aligns with my collection, Ivory. For a consumer profile, this is Avery. She is 25 years old, living in New York. After getting her bachelor's degree in fashion merchandising, she is an assistant buyer for Macy's. Outside of work, she enjoys shopping, seeing new coffee places, as well as photography and social media. Her dream destination, as she loves to travel, is going to be Paris, France, because she loves the culture and lifestyle there. Her style is defined as classic, and she really values versatility and longevity in her clothing. Moving on into the inspiration behind the designs. So, this is going to be my overall mood board for the collection. So, elevated essentials, everyday glam, basically just stepping up your everyday look to create that sense of confidence and yeah, just feeling like you're gonna step out of the door and just rule the world. For trend inspiration, this all comes from the bridal industry. So a lot of mix of fabrics, tools, satin, lace, as well as specifically this off the shoulder trend that we've been seeing, as well as structured bodices. For my color scheme, it is going to be all the pieces are going to be ivory. So it is an achromatic collection, as well as just giving a very sleek, upscale, monochromatic look. The contrast in my collection is going to be highly on the fabric side. So although it is all achromatic or monochromatic in color scheme, the contrast will be in the differentiating fabrics and textures in the collection. For packaging and labels, I just wanted it to be very sleek and classic, just as the clothing is. So the branding is just going to be very similar on the hang tags as well as the PR boxes and the garment labels. Moving on into the collection, here are the 6 looks I have created, just illustrated for you guys. All of the different looks kind of offer something a little bit different for any event or any personality. So these are intended to be worn every on a kind of everyday basis with special events. So something like brunch with the girls, a night out, something like that, or even tying it back to the bridal industry. A bride could wear one of these looks if she's wanting a more casual wedding or even to a rehearsal dinner, a bridal shower, something like that. All the looks are pretty versatile and can be dressed up or dressed down. As for fabrication of the collection, the tulle, satin, brocade, and lace trim are the fabrics I've already used for the 2 looks I physically created. However, they will be reused, of course, along with the organza and metallic fabrics moving forward with the other 4 looks. So these first 2 looks, Stella and Elle, are the 2 that I've also physically created. So Stella is going to be a bustier top. It is fully lined and has boning with a corset back closure. It's also going to have lace trim on the bodice as well as off the shoulder tulle sleeves. And then the matching trousers to go with that are going to be satin with a tulle hem. And for Elle, she is a matching jacket and short set with the brocade fabric. And then the bralette underneath is going to be that same satin fabric as Stella, and it is also lined. For Genevieve and Laurel, these are the 2 dresses in the collection. Genevieve is gonna be that silver metallic fabric with removable tulle, straps, the off-the-shoulder straps you see there, as well as a removable tulle skirt with a slit. And then for Laurel, is going to have, the same kind of boning and structure as the bustier top we saw in Stella. However, this is just in dress form with, a satin skirt, with added fullness as well as organza bishop sleeves. For Serene and Ariella, these are the jumpsuit and romper duo. So the Serene on the left side is going to have a plunging neckline with the double waistband, which we've been seeing a lot in the bridal world, as well as a removable tulle and lace cape. And then Ariella is going to be a satin high neck romper and is going to have a removable tulle skirt as well as removable tulle sleeves. So as for final products, this is Stella. My friend Maddie is modeling them here. So just to reiterate, that bustier top with the lace trim on the neckline as well as the off the shoulder tulle sleeves with the trousers that have the tulle hem. And then here is Elle, the matching jacket and short set with the satin bralette. And I just want to say thank you again so much for being here today. And that was my collection entitled Ivory. The 4 other looks are on their way. So I would now like to open up the floor for any questions.